As soon as our family returns from one Japan trip, I'm already planning what to pack for our next trip. I've condensed 20 years of Japan travel experience into this carefully curated Japan packing list. I will cover the absolute essentials for Japan, which items to pack in your personal item bag, and outfits to pack for each season, starting with items that I pack in my personal item bag for the airplane flight to Japan. As my personal item bag, I'm using the medium Canval backpack, which was sent to me for an earlier video. This backpack works excellent as a personal item since it slides onto my suitcase and it fits under the seat in front of me on the airplane with plenty of room to spare. The first items are in case I were to get separated from my bag: a luggage tag with my name, email address, and phone number, and an air tag for tracking with the Find My app. Absolute essentials that I like to keep with me at all times while traveling in Japan. My passport. It is required by law to carry that with you while a tourist in Japan. I'm American, so I don't need a visa to visit for up to 90 days at a time, but please double check whether or not you require a visa. Before we head to Japan, I use the Visit Japan website to enter our trip information, such as travel dates and the address of our hotel. This generates a QR code for each person, which helps us clear immigration more quickly when we arrive. My smartphone, which I rely upon a ton while traveling in Japan. I use it for translating, navigating, and filming. I usually buy an eSIM from Mobile, which provides both data and a Japanese phone number. Most travel eSIMs provide only data for internet connection. You can watch George's separate videos to help you select the best eSIM or pocket Wi-Fi for your trip. I recommend getting an IC card such as Suica or Pasmo to use to pay for local transportation in Japan. If you want to get a physical card, you can get that once you arrive in Japan. I used to have a digital Pasmo on my phone, but since I got an Apple Watch, I transferred it over there, and it makes it super easy to tap in and out at the train stations. I bring a debit card that I use only for withdrawing money from an ATM machine. I have a video walking you through step-by-step how to withdraw money from a 7-bank ATM in Japan. I also bring my driver's license and at least one credit card that does not charge any foreign transaction fees. I also have digital credit cards with an Apple Wallet on both my phone and watch. And a printout for my travel medical insurance. We use Safety Wing, which I can link to below. I like to bring some emergency cash, around $200 to $300 US in clean, crisp bills, just in case we were to need to exchange money at a currency exchange counter. If I have any yen left over from a previous trip to Japan, I'll bring that as well. Otherwise, as soon as we arrive at the airport, I visit an ATM and withdraw about 100,000 or 50,000 yen. A coin purse is great to have and makes a great souvenir if you want to buy one in Japan. It's easy to accumulate coins, and since they're worth up to 500 yen each, they're definitely worth keeping and spending. Also my essentials of a lip balm, and I have a small Fisher Space Pen, which can be used if I need to fill out any forms. I can pack all of this into my Bon Maxi phone wallet pouch. Next are items that I keep with me because they are important or valuable. I bring an important documents folder. This has some emergency contact information. If you have an exchange order for a train pass, you can also bring that. And an international driving permit in case you want to rent a car or do street go-kart. Items that you will need right away when you return from your trip. For me, that's a wallet where I keep additional cards and currency for other countries. You may have house keys or car keys. I got this cute little pouch in Japan to use for storing jewelry. The next category is electronics. For me, that's a laptop. You might be bringing a tablet or perhaps a camera. I use my phone as both my camera and video camera. Noise canceling over your headphones. These are great for watching movies on the airplane, and I use them for editing videos. However, if I want to pack really light, I would just skip those. And then my pouch of chargers over here. The most important item is this GAN charger or GAN charger. It works so that I only need this one compact lightweight charging brick. It can take 2 USB-C and 1 USB-A, and it uses this type A 2-prong, which we use in the USA, and it also works in Japan. So I'm able to plug this in directly into the wall in Japan. I don't need an additional plug adapter. This little brick replaces having a separate individual charging brick for each device. So these are big and they can get really heavy, especially this laptop one. so this helps to travel light. Next is a power bank portable charger. This is really important to keep my phone charged on the go since I rely on it so much in Japan. This one's by Futurista. It's MagSafe, so I can magnetize it right to the back of my phone when I need to charge. One pair of wired earbuds. I could use those on the airplane instead if I don't bring my noise-canceling headphones. I've got charging cables for my phone, for my laptop, for my Apple Watch, and to charge the power bank. These are items I tend to forget in the hotel room while we're traveling, so I like having this clear pouch so I can double check and make sure all my cables are in there before we check out of the hotel. Items to keep me comfortable on the airplane flight. This case is for putting my glasses that I'm wearing into when I want to take them off. A spare pair of glasses that I need to bring on my trip just in case my glasses were to get broken or lost. Some masks in case I'm coughing. Slippers if I want to take off my shoes and change into those. A small medicine pouch. And these are C-bands, which can help with nausea. Those are my daughter's. My kids tend to get motion sickness, so they both have a pair of C-bands for traveling. Other common items to bring include a neck pillow and eye mask. I also wear compression socks onto the airplane to hopefully minimize swelling. Here's a closer look at what I keep in my little medicine and first aid pouch. Just some basic essentials to have with us on our travel day. Cough drops, electrolyte, some patches that are also for preventing motion sickness, pain medicine for adults, pain medicine for kids, activated charcoal in case anybody gets food poisoning, motion sickness medicine, medicine for diarrhea, some bandages, and earplugs have been really good to have with us on our Japan trip. I like to keep those in my day bag as well because you'd be surprised how loud some performances can be, even Hello Kitty ones. Any prescription medication should be packed in your personal item as you would not want to get separated from it. Before bringing medication to Japan, please double check whether or not your medicines are legal in Japan. There are some medications that are legal in the USA, but not allowed in Japan. I'll link to some websites. In these pouches, I have hygiene and personal care items that I like to have on my flight and with me on my travel day. And then once we arrive in Japan, I'd move these pouches into my day bag to keep them with me there as well. I have some alcohol cleansing wipes. I can use those on the airplane if I want to wipe down the armrest and the tray table. Just some regular wet wipes for cleaning hands, tissues for my nose, and some insect repellent stickers, which I probably wouldn't need those on the actual flight. In the back, I have some items that I like to have in my day bag, a spare mask, paper soap sheets in case there's no soap in the bathroom, a trash bag, and then I have some menstrual products in there such as pads and a couple tampons. If you prefer tampons, they're not as common in Japan, so you might want to bring a stash of those with you. In this smaller pouch, in the front pocket, I have a little pouch, one tweezers, a foldable nail file, and nail clippers, and then on the back side in here I have some other items. This is a little compact mirror, foldable hair comb, which is easy to get in Japan either from your hotel or to purchase one, and some hair clips and hair ties. This one is my toothbrushing kit, which is nice to have with me on my travel day if I want to freshen up, some floss, a foldable toothbrush, tooth powder, which is a solid option that I use instead of toothpaste, and some more tooth powder to refill that as needed. Next, snacks and water for the airplane flight. These items are good for clearing sinuses when your ears get plugged due to the pressure changes. These ginger candies are also good for nausea. I like to give my kids something to chew, so I either let them get Mentos or some chewing gum to help pop their ears. Fisherman's Friends always clear the sinuses, and mints can be good to have along as well. Since we travel as a family with kids, I like to bring a fully stocked snack bag. Snacks are just great to have all around on the travel day, not just on the airplane, but also when we're getting to the airport, when we get to our destination. Anything to help make the day go more smoothly. This is my super lightweight water bottle by Snow Peak. I tend to bring a reusable water bottle if we're staying in a vacation rental and I have somewhere to wash it. I also like one that's wide mouth to make it easier to wash. The water bottle I would take through security empty and then refill it at the airport once I get through security. You can use the MyMizu water refill app to find places where you can refill your water bottle in Japan. This snack bag doesn't get packed in my personal item backpack. I put it in a separate carry-on bag that has items for the whole family. Next is liquids and makeup. If you're departing from the USA under the TSA 311 rule, each person can bring in their carry-on bag liquids that are in up to 3.4 ounce containers or 100 milliliters, packed in one clear quart-size bag and one bag per person. This applies to many types of liquids, whether it's your personal care like shampoo, makeup, eye drops, or even food items that you're bringing onto the airplane. If you're packing contacts and solution, these are considered medically necessary liquids, so you can pack them in a separate clear bag from your main liquids bag. Makeup is an easy category to overpack for Japan, so try to be realistic about how much makeup you're actually going to wear while you're there. For me, in the summer when it's really humid, I do not like to wear much makeup out and about. I'm more of a lip gloss girl. Also, if you're planning to buy a lot of makeup at the drugstores in Japan, you could wait and get it there. For instance, all of this makeup was purchased in Japan, so I would probably skip packing it and just stock up once I arrive. These ones here are the liquids that need to go into the clear bag. For me, we'll skip these, and I could just eliminate having a liquids bag. It's a good idea to pack a spare outfit at the bottom of your personal item bag just in case. Perhaps you need to change while on the airplane, or if you're checking a suitcase, it may get lost or delayed, or even if you're planning to bring a carry-on suitcase onto the airplane with you with your clothes in it, perhaps it's over the weight limit and you end up having to check it last minute. For instance, here I have a long dress and a bra and underwear, just something simple that I could change into. I'm packing this into a waterproof lined bag, so for instance, if my outfit I was changing out of was wet or dirty, then I could put it into this bag. And this one fits nicely at the bottom of my backpack. I always travel with a handheld luggage scale, and especially when flying on an airline where there's a weight restriction for how much each person can bring on the airplane. The way I have it packed up right now, which includes my laptop, it's weighing in at 5.45 kilograms. As my suitcase, I'm using the July Carry-On Light, which is one of the lightest weight rolling hard-sided suitcases. The first category of items that I pack into my suitcase are personal care and toiletries. Please keep in mind that a lot of hotels provide quite a few items for you. Things like shampoo, conditioner, body wash, toothbrushes with a little bit of toothpaste, exfoliating towels. These are some items we've picked up, such as a razor, foldable brush, shaving cream. The items in here are the toiletries that I personally would pack for Japan. They're packed in a waterproof pouch by Kendall. Deodorant is one item that I do recommend you bring. This is a zero waste one by Atik that I've been using for a long time now. They're not likely to have the same options in Japan, so it's a good idea to bring your own. Some sort of brush. This is actually one I got from a hotel in Japan. I have some eyelid or makeup cleansing wipes there. Again, that's the type of item you can easily buy in Japan. My travel razor, I can get more refills while I'm there if I need them. My Reef Safe sunscreen stick for my face. I like that this one is kind of colored so it doesn't leave as much of a white cast as some mineral-based sunscreens. The final three items are by the brand The Powder Shampoo. This is powder shampoo that you mix with water and then it lathers up and you can wash wet hair. It's different than dry shampoo that you would use on dry hair. This is actual shampoo, and they just recently came out with conditioner, which I'm really excited to try. And they also have a body wash as well, which is a good lightweight option, but I also usually pack a bar of soap for the family. As you can see, I like to stick to powders and solids, so I don't need to worry about liquids restrictions if I'm bringing these in carry-on luggage. Next are items which I typically pack in my day bag while traveling in Japan. Some small trash bags. If you don't want to bring these, you can get them once you get to Japan. If you purchase items at a convenience store, you can pay extra for a bag. There are not very many public trash cans in Japan, so it's a good idea to have a plastic bag in your day bag so that you can carry your trash with you and take it back to your hotel. This little mini lint roller is something I got at Muji in Japan. I love it because it's a nice convenient travel size, and having lint on my clothes is one of my pet peeves. This is a chip clip, so if we get some chips or crackers at 7-Eleven and I want to keep them closed so they don't spill my bag, I can use that. Inside this waterproof bag, I pack a hand towel. There are not usually paper towels in the bathrooms in Japan, so it's a good idea to bring your own hand towel along to dry your hands. An umbrella I would pack for most seasons in Japan. This one is lined with black, so it also works for UV protection as a parasol, which is really good to have in the summertime. This is a medium shipato bag. It folds out, and I can use it either as a grocery shopping bag or if I want somewhere to put my sweater or jacket. This little case I purchased in Japan, and it's great for keeping train passes and any seat reservations so we don't lose them. An air tag to track my purse just in case I were to get separated from it, a small flashlight, a bear belt is nice to have if you're going outside of the cities, and a whistle is also something I could attach to my day bag. Now for some optional items you may or may not want to pack for Japan. You do not need to pack pajamas, as most hotels and ryokans provide yukatas or pajamas to wear. I wouldn't pack more than one pair of actual pajamas. What I do instead is I pack items that can double as workout clothing or an extra outfit. You may want to pack additional workout clothes if you plan to actually work out on your vacation. I don't pack a hairdryer since the electricity in Japan is 100 volts and pretty much everywhere we've stayed provided one. My general rule of thumb is to always pack a swimsuit. However, for our last few trips to Japan, we haven't actually used our swimsuits. If you visit a traditional onsen hot spring where men and women use separate baths, then nothing is worn into the bath. If you visit one that's more of an amusement park style, such as hot spring baths with wine or coffee added to the bath, those allow swimsuits. If you will visit a swimming pool or water park in Japan, it's best to bring a swimsuit, goggles, and a swim cap. Or for an Okinawa beach vacation, you could pack swimsuits, beach cover-ups, and a rash guard for sun protection. An optional category includes amusement park items from a previous trip that you want to use again. For example, each of our family members has a power-up band for Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Japan in Osaka, so we bring these each time and we can use them to rack up points within Super Nintendo World. My kids also have these light-up wands that are for the performances at Sanrio Piroland in Tokyo, and a headband from there as well. You may also have headbands for Disneyland. We don't bring a stroller for our youngest. Many places in Japan, such as amusement parks, have strollers that you can rent either for a small fee or even borrow for free. To me, wearing a soft structured carrier is so much easier while getting on trains or going upstairs. These are items that I like to pack when we stay in a vacation rental, so a house or an apartment in Japan. This is a really thin loofah, and I use it as a dishwashing sponge when they don't provide a clean sponge to use. And I also like to bring my own laundry detergent sheets. That's a nice non-liquid option to bring. I like to bring a pack of these trainer eraser. They're like small little sponges and you just need to use water with it, and they're good for cleaning off marks off of white tennis shoes. You may also want to account for room to bring home souvenirs. You could pack an empty foldable duffel bag, buy a suitcase in Japan, or use my husband's hack. Once you arrive in Japan, as a souvenir, you might want to purchase a stamp book that you can use for collecting stamps at various attractions and train stations. There's also a specific stamp passport that you can buy at the gift shop at Expo 2025 if you want to collect stamps at the various country commons and pavilions. Our kids really enjoyed doing that. These are some less expensive stamp books I got for my kids at Muji, so if you want to bring one along, you could get simple one like that. There's also what's called Goshuincho books. These are specifically for collecting seals at Buddhist temples or at shrines. You don't want to mix these stamps with the train station stamps, so you can have a separate book for that. Let's look at clothing, shoes, and essentials to pack based upon which season you will visit Japan. Summer, fall, winter, or spring. Timestamps below. For details regarding typical weather, please watch our separate video on Tokyo weather. And of course, check the weather forecast in the week leading up to your trip. I advise packing as light as possible for Japan. There are plenty of ways to wash laundry while traveling in Japan, and I have a whole separate video dedicated to that topic. Japan summer packing list. Summer weather in Japan can be humid, rainy, bright, sunny, and challenging to endure. Be sure to stay hydrated, shield yourself from the sun, and seek shelter indoors if you feel that you are overheating. Summer essentials for Japan travel include an umbrella parasol that's good for both rain and for blocking sun, a fan to help cool you off. Electrolytes are good to mix in with water. The possibility of heat stroke is a real concern. Sunglasses if you wear them, and lots of types of sunscreen. I have some solid options such as this sunscreen stick that you can rub on. I use this other sunscreen stick on my face. This is a powder sunscreen that I purchased in Japan, and this part of it can be refilled, so you can just buy a refill pack and pour it in. And then this part is a brush, so you can brush it onto your face. Also lip balm with SPF protection and mosquito repellent. My kids like to wear the sticker version. If you go outside of the cities, the mosquitoes can be vicious in Japan. Additional summer essentials include a sun hat. I like one with full coverage, plus a baseball cap as well for windy days. And to have socks on you. If you are wearing sandals, it's a good idea to bring fresh socks with you. There are many places in Japan where you need to remove your shoes before you go inside to walk on wooden or tatami floors, such as at castles or inside temples or in traditional restaurants. Some other things in case anybody were to get a blister: some alcohol pads, moleskin is great for blisters, bandages, and some antibiotic cream there. Stores also sell a variety of cooling items, such as frozen neck rings. And there's a frozen drink and ice section in convenience stores. When choosing shoes to pack for summer, keep in mind that it will rain and your shoes will get wet. My top choice of shoes for summer is a comfortable pair of leather tennis shoes. I might also pack a pair of ballet flats for dressier occasions. Here are 4 outfits that I would pack for summer in Japan. A tank top plus skirt. This is my outdoors hiking outfit. Not so much for city sightseeing. I can add the shrug for times when I need to cover my shoulders, such as visiting temples or shrines. A tank dress, which can also be worn with the shrug over. A pair of bike shorts to wear under my short dress. There's sometimes mirrors on the floor or steep stairs to climb. A t-shirt with loose flowy pants. My set is made of thin merino wool, but this style is also popular in linen. A long flowy dress. 2 cardigans that I can wear for warmth, such as when there's cold air conditioning indoors. I pack at least 1 pair of leggings, which I can wear along with my dresses as mosquito protection. A tank top and sleep shorts as pajamas. My swimming suit. Short merino wool socks, bras, and underwear. I personally like to pack a fresh set to go with each outfit. Japan fall packing list. Fall weather in Japan is pleasant with less humidity and decreasing rain. Keep in mind that September weather is still more like summer. Fall leaves turn to vibrant colors around November in Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. The fall requires fewer essentials than other times of year since the weather's mild with less rain. I would bring an umbrella only for September since typhoon season can peak in September. For fall shoes, I normally opt for boots, either short or long. Tennis shoes are a good second option. And perhaps ballet flats for dressing up. Here are 4 outfits that I would pack for fall in Japan. A turtleneck skirt and wool leggings. A 3/4 sleeve dress and leggings. I can add a scarf to accessorize. A cowl neck top and flowy pants. A long flowy dress. Since this one has short sleeves, I would wear my thick wool hoodie sweater with it. My trusty puffy jacket that's insulated with wool. I've worn this jacket for all of our fall, winter, and spring Japan trips for the past 7 years. If you own more options, you could bring something like a blazer, leather jacket, or long wool coat. A long sleeve shirt and leggings as pajamas. A camisole that can be worn as pajamas or layered under an outfit for extra warmth. Long wool socks, bras and underwear. Accessories for late October or November include a scarf, thin gloves, and a beanie hat. Japan winter packing list. Winter weather in Japan varies greatly based upon which area of Japan you visit. Winter is the driest season in Tokyo, but it does still get some rain and even occasionally snow. Not enough snow to turn Tokyo into a winter wonderland. If you want to see beautiful piles of powdery snow, visit the northern island of Hokkaido. Or if you want to stick closer to Tokyo, there are ski resorts within a couple hours train ride. These are winter essentials for Japan travel. If you're going somewhere that it snows, then you might want to pick up a pair of ice spikes and you can attach them to the outside of your boots, and it really helps with traction to not slip on the frozen snow or ice. One item I don't have pictured here is disposable heat packs, Cairo, that you can purchase also at Don Quixote and put them inside your mittens to help keep your hands warm. A fold-out bag is great to have to put your coat on when you want to take it off in the train or inside a shopping mall. A flashlight, or I'd actually recommend a headlamp because it can get really dark early in the winter and you want to be able to find your way home. Also, don't forget sunscreen. If you're playing out in the snow, it can be really bright with the sun reflecting back at you off of the snow, so sunscreen's good to have, as well as lip protection and whatever type of moisturizers you like to use, as the air can be really dry in Japan in the wintertime, especially on our Hokkaido trips. For winter shoes, I opt for boots. Waterproof plus insulated is ideal, but it's not crucial for Tokyo. If you visit snowy regions, then actual snow boots are important. I was able to rent tall waterproof boots for a day when we visited Togokushi Shrine in Nagano. Tennis shoes with good traction are another option for winter in Tokyo. My winter wardrobe is very similar to my fall wardrobe. Here are 4 outfits that I would pack for winter in Japan. A turtleneck skirt and wool leggings, a 3/4 sleeve dress and leggings, a cowl neck top and flowy pants. If we're going somewhere like Hokkaido to play in the snow, then I would pack a long sleeve shirt plus snow pants with base layer leggings under the pants. I got these insulated waterproof pants from Montbell. I wear my hoodie sweater and puffy jacket together. For snowy conditions, I add my rain jacket on top of those as a windproof and waterproof layer. If you own an actual winter coat, you could bring that with you onto the airplane. Pajamas, long wool socks, bras and underwear. Winter accessories include a scarf, gloves, and a hat. For the snow, I add waterproof insulated mittens over my glove liners, and I switch out the long scarf for a neck gaiter, plus ski goggles if we plan to ski. The rest of the gear, such as helmets and skis, we rent in Japan. Japan Spring Packing List. Spring in Japan is cooler than you might expect. March in Tokyo still feels like winter to me, with some days even snowing. So if you're visiting in March, please refer back to my winter outfits. If you visit Tokyo in April, anything is possible. Rain or sunny short sleeves weather. By the end of May, it can already feel like summer with the heat and humidity. These are spring essentials for Japan travel: a day bag to bring items with you for a picnic in the park, a sun hat, a leisure sheet, which is like a picnic blanket and you can sit on it while having a picnic. You can purchase those in Japan. And yes, I do recommend an umbrella. My choice of shoes for spring in Japan are tennis shoes or short boots for early spring. Ballet flats could be another option for dry days. Here are 4 outfits I would pack for spring in Japan. A pink t-shirt and pink cardigan paired with a long flowy skirt, plus merino wool bike shorts or shapewear under the skirt, a 3/4 sleeve dress and leggings, a tank dress with a shrug over my shoulders. I can add leggings for cooler days, a long flowy dress with leggings underneath. Since spring weather is unpredictable and all over the place, I pack a variety of layering pieces such as a cardigan, hoodie sweater, puffy jacket, and rain jacket. I can wear one of them at a time or layer 2 together. A trench coat is another good option for spring. Pajamas, short and long wool socks, bras and underwear. Let's go ahead and pack my fall wardrobe. I will wear 1 outfit onto the airplane, and I've already packed 1 outfit into my personal item backpack. I'll pack the remaining clothing into the suitcase. I will pack my clothes on the left side that's completely flat. These packing cubes are by Petunia Pickle Bottom, and I like their narrow shape. I'm able to fit 3 of them on one side of the suitcase. And then I'll also pack my pouch of underwear on this side as well. The right hand side has the ridges from the telescopic handle. On that side, I'm going to pack my ballet flats in the shoe bag, my puffy jacket in the compression packing cube, umbrella, Shapato bag, toiletries bag, a delicates bag for washing clothes. I also have a cotton bag that I use for my dirty laundry. These are some of the essentials that I'll move into my day bag once I get there, including trash bags and my hand towel. These are my cleaning supplies and my day bag. All packed up with my fall outfits and other essentials, the suitcase weighs 6.81 kilograms. Keep in mind that some airlines limit the weight of the carry-on luggage you can bring on board. Japan Airlines allows 10 kilograms per person for your carry-on plus personal item. Some airlines only allow 7 kilograms per person. I don't mind checking my suitcase, but if you're trying to pack carry-on only with a strict weight allotment, please watch my separate video on how to pack light for Japan. Let me know in the comments, which season will you visit Japan, and what is your #1 essential to pack? Here on KENSHOQUEST, we share packing tips based upon real-world experience, plus in-depth travel guides. Please subscribe for everything you need to know to plan an amazing trip to Japan.